Hi viewers, this is H&H Corporation presenting proudly the interview of Roja Koney. And your interviewer is Krishna Koney right now. So in the middle maybe there may be some voices, but the main interviewer is Krishna Koney. And today is 27th December 2018, Portland, Oregon. And hi Roja,
Hi,
how are you doing?
good, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks a lot for coming here at this very critical part of the year. I know that you are on vacation, but you still spare some time for us. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for inviting. Okay,
Okay, let's start the. Okay, let's start the questions.
go ahead.
Okay. So how's life?
Great, so happy.
So what are you doing in this vacation? The end of the year.
So having fun with my family, spending time together. So
Okay.
so far so good. Having fun.
Okay, let's start with your schooling.
Okay.
So, how was your schooling experience, and do you remember any great moments from the time?
Yeah, sure. I've done my schooling like from my LKG to my all my elementaries, middle school, all my high school. Everything was in the same school called Atomic Energy Center School. It was a great experience. It was a central syllabus, so it's like I used to have great diversity of people all around me because it's a central government school, so we had students from all over the India, like from
And,
north.
and do you really think that that really helped you in creating a diversity and working with the different kinds of people in your career now?
Yeah, I feel yeah, I mean like it added me. Now I never get tensed or to talk with anybody. So I just go ahead and talk if I want to talk. I mean people go ahead, I mean to go kind of people, like that might be the foundation where I got that plus point from. So yeah, I'm good at talking. It might be with my father also. He's also very social. My father, my mom, my whole family, we talk a lot. So it might be like social kind of thing. So I'm very good at talking to people. Might be that was a plus point, starting foundation for me.
So maybe right now, like all those skills are useful for you in your career as a manager and trying to get the stuff done.
Yeah, definitely.
And collaborating with the people is the main criteria these days,
That's
right?
a plus point. Always the plus point. I've seen so many people who are very bad in talking with people. They just said that they're very rigid actually. I feel like I'm very flexible and I can go to any people and make the things happen.
Oh, and you had a great foundation in elementary school, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had we used to speak not much in Telugu, mostly on Hindi and English in the school. So, yep, it was great. I had very good schooling because I feel like my school was totally um, into IIT. All were focusing on IIT. So the basic thing was MSET, getting rank in good MSET rank is a basic thing. So that's a good foundation. Yeah, definitely I feel like school foundation is required. I do remember all my childhood teachers, like from my first grade. Always, I do remember math teachers. They always used to like me like anything.
So math was your favorite subject at that point of time?
Looks like when I go back and think about it, I feel like I always remember my math teachers. That might be my math is my good thing.
Maybe your subconscious mind kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
kind of like might be and social. Yeah, I just remember my math teachers
Mm-hmm.
and my social teachers a lot.
And what about any friends from the time? Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, I do. I mean, the advantage of my schooling is like I didn't go to multiple schools like you. I had only one school. So I feel they continued like from my LKG to my intermediate. I had the same kind of friends continuing till my intermediate, but they might be in different classes. But I was able to see them. I do remember Vaishnavi, Udeshri, Rajini, my 10th class schoolmates. I used to have when I was in my 8th grade, my teachers have done some experiment kind of thing. So they repeated the same classes from 8th, 9th, 10th. And with that experiment, they got very good results. We had like 15 plus students got into distinctions, and we wrote many competitive exams like Math Olympiad, National Talent Search Examination. They gave a special uh, special training for us. Like I was one of them, so I was like, yeah, I was good. That's a good experience. And after
That's
that,
nice. So, what about your engineering? I think you were in the same school from kindergarten till 12th grade, right?
yes, I continued with the same thing. And I do remember when my inter first year and second year, we used to think that we went to college and now we need to bunk the schools like anything. We were like, it was like kind of a hostel thing. We used to wear a uniform for
So,
intermediate.
who was your favorite film star at those point of time?
Always Chiranjeevi.
And who was like, okay, is that the old guy now? Do you still believe that he is good enough now to dance?
I don't know whether he's good enough to dance or not. I really don't know. If I go back now, I feel only Chiranjeevi movies I remember.
Okay, yeah, me too. So yeah, he was a role model all those days. I still remember those days where people used to be mad to watch like his movie on the first day. Okay, let's come to your engineering, right?
Yep.
When did you start your engineering and how was that experience?
I did my engineering BTech Bachelor's of Technology in Computer Science. That was in a college called Karshak Engineering College. And I was pretty good and very popular in the college in good way. Like I was kind of topper. All my teachers, everybody, including the administrative department, everybody used to know my name. I was the best student. All my juniors used to get inspiration from me. I don't know how, but yeah, I wrote we had a special competition in the school where they select a specific kind of kids. We wrote some computer-based exam, and I was kind of a topper in that. And we did some extra programming stuff. Whoever comes to me, they just used to ask me, Roja, did you do that project? I used to write compiler design program
Oh, that's
for
great.
each
So,
phases.
was that your favorite subject, or is anything else?
I think that might be. I always used to think I need to write a program. I need to write a compiler itself in different
Okay.
stages. And yeah, I do remember we were three. If I go back and see even my schooling and even my intermediate as well as in my BTech, we are always three members, including me. I always have two other friends. Now in BTech also I had Sridevi and Vasundhara. Till now I'm in touch with them, and they are my best friends.
Okay, so which subjects you used to like in those days?
In engineering,
Engineering, right?
mostly I used to like the programming a lot.
So any program, which language it is?
C was the base actually.
C and Windows or C and Linux?
C on Windows actually. In my college, I never touched any Linux platform.
Okay,
So
okay. So what was the best thing that happened to you in your engineering?
best thing that happened. I think each one was a new experience. Definitely, I was a very good student. All were expecting a lot from me, especially the teachers, because I was very good. And yeah, as everything was, all 4 years, I had lots of fun.
But those days, right? It's like from starting from kindergarten till your engineering. I think it's 16 years of education, is
Yeah.
it? So in the 16 years education, what was your moment of awakening? Did you really feel that you discovered yourself in those days, or you just went on with the wind?
I think I rediscovered myself. I was kind of lost in my intermediate. Might be, I don't know, I was running and running and running and running. At one point, before my MSET, I rediscovered myself. I was about to, and that was my turning point. I joined a Gautam Institute in my intermediate MSET for my MSET coaching. I think that they we used to have some Reddy sir and my chemistry sir. They had very high expectations on me, and yeah, I think that was my turning point, and that continued till my engineering.
So you think like people having faith in you that will get you to make the things work? Do you think like because somebody else believed in you, you could able to perform better? Do you really believe that those days you took everything in your control? You were having more control than before. What was that moment? You really believe that that ignited that change?
Might be, yeah, I think it started with that. Might be I take initiation, somebody else have to come and tell me that you're so good. Might be that was the ignition point for me, where the Reddy sir was like initiated me, that triggered, ignited me.
Maybe that's the force, like if somebody else is trusting me, now I have to perform.
No, nothing. I mean, like, that might be the starting point, but the environment they created around me.
Oh, I mean the ecosystem was good.
Ecosystem was good, and I really want to take this point to appreciate my father and mother. Nobody believed me at that point. I had failures, but my parents, my father used to wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock for me, and he used to drop me at 5 o'clock class, and I used to be in Gautam for a whole day, and evenings he used to get dinner for me. It was like hectic. I don't know whether I can do it for my kids or not, but yeah, their encouragement, and because of them I'm here in this position. I feel I give 100% credit to my parents, my father Surya Prakash and my mother.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, proud parents.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Like, so when did you start your career, coming to your technical career life?
So immediately after my engineering, I've done my BTech project in ECIL called Electronic Corporation of India Limited. It was drastic change. I mean, like, I never, in my college, I never had a chance to work on a Linux environment. So after coming to this, as my father was also working in Electronic Corporation of India Limited, and I was really fascinated towards that. I really wanted to work on that company, and I got an opportunity to do my BTech project there, and I started, and I was so mesmerized by that Solaris system, and the project was also very fascinating. It was like air traffic control systems. And then after my project, I continued working as a contractor there for 1 year. One year. So yeah, I wrote, that was my first experience. I wrote code where it has been used in Begumpet Airport software, air traffic control system, and I really appreciate myself. I was very, very happy for that. At that moment.
So what about CA? I think after ECAL you joined CA Technologies, right?
Yeah, it was.
And then I still remember sometime back you were telling me your experience, like you were the one who was selected in the walk-in out of thousands of people.
Yeah.
You were, I think, one of those lucky ones who got selected that day after rigorous 3 to 4 interviews, I think, right?
7 interviews.
Oh wow, 7 interviews you were selected.
Yeah, I mean, like,
wow, that's something, right?
One of my, all were trying out when this was the time when I was working in Electronic Corporation of India Limited, ECIL as a contractor there. And then everyone, there was some other people who also were graduated just like me, and they were doing some internship there. So they were also searching out for the jobs, and I was also searching out. And one of my good friend, I really don't remember his name now, but he told me that there is some CA walk-in interviews are going on. So I just went there with them, and it was just walk-in. That was the first time ever I traveled from ECL to High Tech City alone, because my father was busy with something and he could not come with me. So I went there. I saw like 5,000 plus employee, with me, and then it started with a test. I wrote some LinkedIn program. I had
LinkedIn or linked list?
sorry, LinkedIn list, yeah.
Yeah, you proved that you are a techie. Yeah, that's why LinkedIn is on your list all the time.
Something is coming up. Yeah, LinkedIn list
Okay.
program, I do remember, and then they had technical interviews, 5 continuous interviews that day itself. And end of the day, there was a panel of 5 or 6 members, and he asked me some puzzle kind of question. I looked around backside. I just looked around. There was nobody around there. I was the only one person left over. So yeah, I got into that, and after that I had 2 more phone call interviews from UK as well as the HR interview, and I got into Computer Associates in 2004 December. And then that was a multinational company. I started my career over there.
Okay, so is there any, what was the learning from, so I think you worked in CA for around 4 years?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
5 years, right?
Yeah, the OCA, if I could remember, the good thing, the best thing which happened is finding my husband, Krishna Koney, there. I got married to him, and I really thank him because he's very good mentor. And we always surprised, and we both work for the same technologies, and we discuss everything, including the issues, C++, coding stuff. He's a very good mentor. I wish I would have got him before when I started my career. My career would have been something different. I think I feel any new person who's coming into the software field need a best mentor. If you don't have anything, try to find the best mentor. You should search for him. If nobody will come and say, I want to become your mentor, but that's your responsibility to find a good mentor in your office. So that will make you things work for you faster.
So yeah, I also do believe that having the right mentor can change, can do wonders for you.
Yeah, career building, it's very much important. That's what my experience
Not only,
is.
I do believe that not only in the career building, but even real life, your personal life, you need a mentor. Right? Every field in your personal life, in your professional life, financial life, everything, you need a mentor.
Yeah.
A mentor is the guy who has walked that path before, so that he can train you or he can coach you better. And I do believe that, yeah, I do agree with you that mentor is a must, and then choosing the right mentor is in your hands.
Yeah, we need to go for it. Anywhere of any time of a career, if you really feel that you need a mentor, go ahead and talk with people and find a good mentor for you.
Okay, that's good. So I think you moved to US in 2008, is it?
Yeah, I just resigned CA and just ran to US.
Okay, so how was your, I think this is 2018, so how was your last 10 years life in US? Did you, first of all, if you had to take something, right, the best takeaway from your last 10 years life in US, what will that be?
What do you mean by takeaway?
Takeaway
good
means
learning.
what is that you cherish about, like when you, let's take the case when you look back after 10 years to this 10 years period from 2008 to 2018, what was the thing you will think, wow, that made a difference?
I feel like last 10 years, definitely my age has grown up, but my mind also got grown up, and I feel like I've really
You turned gray?
matured a lot. Yeah, I'm appropriate for my age now.
Okay.
I feel a little, I've grown up. I had very, very great experience in US because I never had a great time when my daughter was born, and I was working at that time, so I could not give 100% to her. But when my son was born in US, I gave him 100%. I saw each and every moment, like when he crawls, when he walks. I enjoyed every moment with him. And then I joined Intel. That's another thing. I see, yeah, it was great. I mean, that's an entirely new thing, like hardware plus software experience. Yeah, I never thought that camera has got so many new things to. It was great learning, and then now for Bluetooth, yes.
So yeah, as far as I remember that you worked both in both the worlds, right? You worked in India and you worked in US.
Yeah.
So what is the main difference you really felt between what's the difference between these two countries, the work culture in these two countries, and what were your learnings from that?
Yeah, I don't see much difference in the professional life. Whatever, there also we get the project and we have to work on that project and the same tools, everything. But here, people will, in US especially, the main difference I saw was like people give more value to the time. The time management is very good in US. In India, people think that if you come at 9 o'clock and leave by 6 o'clock, they think that you are not working at all. But in US, they feel if you come by 9, you can go out by 5. You give 100% of 8 hours there, you're good to go. Yeah, that's the main point I like in US.
Okay, that's a good one, yeah. And okay, so what do you think? Like, if you take, like, I think, so I don't want to ask your age, so that will be inappropriate for a woman, right? So I say, like, you are 30 plus something, right? So in your last 30 plus years of life, what do you think is the most beautiful moment?
In career-wise?
No, it's like everything, personal, career, everything. What was the thing you remember when somebody says the most beautiful moment of your life? Yeah, let's talk personal first.
Okay, personal-wise, one thing, being born in my family, we were kind of, I feel my family was very, very close bond, and we were 5. We never used to go out. We used to have inside. We used to play all the games inside. So, a very happy and close family. We used to enjoy each and every moment.
So the childhood.
Yeah, childhood was
is
very
the best,
good.
was the
Happy,
best.
happy childhood. Always, I prefer that. That's why I feel like I'm very happy and flexible kind of girl. That gave me a basement. And happiest moment, yeah, I feel my marriage and best person came into my life, and being a mother, that moment when you see your baby, you cherish a lot. That's a new birth to you.
Yeah.
Very happy moment.
So you learn from them and they learn from you, and then it's
like an
learning
entire
both
new
the
birth.
ways.
Yeah, it's new
It's
birth.
like I do believe like it's kind of a self-awareness that you are knowing yourself rather than others, right?
Yeah, maturity.
You are being a
mature.
mom,
Yeah.
being somebody who's taking care of another person. You are learning more of yourself, what you like and what you don't like, what you love, what you miss, what you do, what you want to have in future. Yeah, that's a cycle. Okay. So if you want to give any suggestion to the generation next, what would that be?
Okay, as I said before, finding a good mentor. When you start your career, don't stop learning. Every day you have to learn. This is the age and career-wise, everywhere. That's useful for personal as well as professional life. Every day learn new things.
Okay,
That's
thanks.
the main key.
Thanks a lot, Roja, for your time. It's a great interview I have done in the recent times. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for having me. I recollected all my past. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.